Cleanthus vivorus.
I'm not saying that.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
I'm going to call you KB.
Yep.
KB, what did you have for breakfast?
Ham, cheese, tomato toasty downstairs. It was delicious.
For real?
Yeah.
It is the best.
Yeah,
toasty.
it is, but it's $8, and it's a bit of a rip-off for $8.
My goodness.
If I'm being honest.
See, I remove the tomato and it's a little bit cheaper.
Oh, do you? See, I'm a massive tomato fan. I think we're like clashing, like spiritually right now.
Who's the best foosball player in the office?
Probably me at the moment. I had an incredible day yesterday. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I was undefeated 1-1. And I beat Malachi 10-4, who is my
Nemesis?
top contender. My nemesis. Yeah, that's a brilliant word. And I also beat.
Thanks. I've been using words for some time.
I think I beat someone 1-2. I can't remember who it was, but yeah, I was playing incredibly. Actually, it felt really good. And coaching, it's good to be back. Coaching everyone as always.
And me coaching me.
Yeah. I was out because of my elbow injury. But it's good to be back. Back in the field, scoring goals, teaching lessons.
My techniques, even though you've been expertly coaching me, is literally just panic and flick it.
I mean, you do pretty good off the middle, I noticed. So when we're playing duos, you have a nice pass shoot, and a quick one too.
I'll write that down.
So yeah, I think you should really work on that. That's your strength right now.
I'll get right into that.
Yeah.
Okay. So you and I had a little chat yesterday. This is a pretty radical move forward in what we're doing, and you're pretty much responsible for it, I believe. And just take it. So there was nobody else working on this apart from you, right?
Pretty much, yeah. I think everyone's too scared to touch it.
So tell us what it is, because I got a bit of a grasp for it yesterday, but you explain it.
Yep. So basically, one of our clients at the university has a pretty big number of rooms running on the DMPSs. So the DMPS 3 series, DMPS 3, the 150, 250, and 350Cs, and so our job was to take over what they were doing and migrate it to the cloud. Now the problem with that is that they had local controllers into the DMPSs. So all the code was already written and the rooms were being controlled locally. So when we migrate everything to the cloud, and we have the VC4 rooms controlling it, what do we do with that extra redundant controller that we have in the room? So our solution was a 2n+1 failover situation. So an extra redundancy step. So on top of our passive and active VC4 servers, in case they fail, in case there's a complete network outage where we can't reach the cloud from the rooms, now the control will fail over into the DMPS unit itself.
In completely simple terms, I guess what I'm hearing then is, in any eventuality, including somebody literally just walking up behind the machine and pulling the network cable out,
yes,
which does actually happen more often than you think, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's quite shocking. We're
not going to lose any settings. There's going to be no situation with the room. There's going to be no bells, alarms, other than the things that you're monitoring for that particular situation happening.
Yes. So pretty much, if anyone goes in and just completely unplugs the internet, or they just unplug the router or something from that room, then you will still maintain control. So the DMPS is connected to the projector still. It's connected to the touch panel. You still have control. It's just disconnected from our cloud services.
Amazing. Yep. Nice work, mate.
Yeah,
I'm proud of that one.
It's been a nice work in progress, and we also have expanded on it recently with making sure that the DMPS can start up by itself completely.
Wow.
So let's say, for example, you have a power outage and then the network is out for 2 hours. Usually, because we communicate the room configuration or certain bits of the configuration that the DMPS needs to run by itself, that usually goes away when we reboot. So now we have a local write-up. So when it's, once we receive the configuration, we keep what we need locally. So then in the case that there is a power outage and then a network outage for a certain period of time, those rooms can still function. So they can run by themselves on DMPS control. And any updates that are made to the cloud room will be carried over automatically. So it's just constantly live. Nice. Any changes you make.
Fantastic. Right, thanks, mate. Thanks for your time. I know you're busy. Trying to solve all the world's problems one code at a time, one piece of code at a time.
One line at a time. One foosball goal at a time.
So when are you back on the board?
On the skateboard? Yesterday.
You back?
Yeah, I went yesterday and
back.
It was nice. I had a bit of a roll around with my friends. It started raining, but it's okay.
And the lobbying for the half pipe in the office begins today, I guess.
I suppose so. I mean, I think if we have more time on the skateboard in the office, we'll probably have more time away from the office because of injuries. I'll have to stick to foosball and chess. That's probably the two best options right now.
Nice. All right, KB, thank you, mate.
No worries.
Cheers.
Cheers.